have a little confession to make. I leaked yesterday. I went out for a run probably around 7 a.m. and that's typically when I go on Sundays. And kind of almost right off the bat, there's a downhill from my house to get to the trail, and I had some leakage. And I shared that because for a lot of people, they think it's, once you've been treated or rehab, it's a cure. And it doesn't necessarily work that way. It depends on a lot of, kind of why you have the symptoms that you have. I didn't freak out. I wasn't happy, don't get me wrong, but I didn't freak out, and this is why. A couple of things that were incredibly obvious. One was it was right after the holidays. I've been eating a lot of things that I don't normally eat. And so we have the typical post-holiday constipation. And I definitely felt like something was up with that. But that wasn't the only thing. I've been constipated and running before and no issues. The other thing is I've been navigating HRT and navigating hormones and oral contraceptives, switching over to a different kind. And my hormones are still kind of getting sorted out. One of the things that I learned about my symptoms, probably it was like back when I started CrossFit, was that my symptoms are hormonally mediated. And so depending on kind of what was going on with that, my symptoms would change with leakage or prolapse, whatever. Yes, I know you're unhappy about it too. And so for me, because I'm kind of still navigating this piece of it, this is just something that now I need to figure out. I'm not freaked out because this is literally what I do for my day job. Yeah, it sucks that it's me, but also if I really strongly feel like I need to be able to have a good sense of figuring out my own issues so that I can relate and have a better sense of how to help other people. There's a really big transition point going from kind of regular postpartum into perimenopause. And it's one of those things that I need to figure out how to navigate this and what the potential issues will be so that I can help other people. And so I can get my own shit better, to be honest. And Abby's very upset about it too. So anyway, point being, I didn't freak out yesterday. And what I'm going to do now is what I tell all my clients. It's like the first time something like that happens, you take the information, you put it on a shelf, and if it comes back again, then we pay attention a little bit more. So I have a couple really good reasons why this could have happened. I've got some runs scheduled for this week. Ideally, the hormones aren't going to change. Ideally, the constipation will. So if things continue, then the likelihood is it's related to the hormones, and I've got to figure that piece out. So anyway, my point of all this and sharing is that typically when you have pelvic floor symptoms, whether it be leakage, prolapse, pain, those sorts of things, it'd be really nice if it was a one and done, and many times it's not. And that's why it's so important to empower women with the ability to problem solve really basic stuff and figure that stuff out, and then also be able to kind of raise that red flag and call in kind of their team to be like, hey, I've done what I know to do, and now I need somebody's kind of professional eyes on this. So anyway, moral of the story is there's not so much a cure, but it's kind of a journey. And so stay tuned on this one. And either I hope it doesn't happen again, or if it does happen again, I hope we can kind of figure this stuff out. So anyway, if you have navigated pelvic floor issues and you thought you were cured or fixed, you know what a downfall it is, or just kind of this devastation you feel when you're like, oh shit, it's back. Share with me your stories. I would love to kind of know how you sort of navigated it mentally and then logistically, because I think that's really important in how we kind of process it to move forward. So stay tuned on the leakage front.